Right, so Steve, you invented the Nitosurge. We've poured them. I'll be honest.
Good and bad.
I'm a bit better than Sean.
Yeah, a lot better than me.
But I feel like there's always room for improvement. So
of course there is.
If you could demonstrate.
Sure.
Let the man himself do it. Come on.
Sure. Well, look, we have the device. I've already rinsed it, so anytime you use it, if you've taken it out of the box, brand new, or anytime you use it, give it a rinse through the tap, so it's rinsed through. You open the can. So the cans should be in your fridge settled overnight.
Yeah.
Like even the fact if you're walking to places with the cans, you want the can to open completely flat, right? So no
bubbling,
no gas breakout, no bubbling. All the gas we need is to still dissolves in it. You want it to open flat. Pop the device on. Obviously the opening over the opening of the can. Your glass ready, 45 degrees. And then when you're ready, hit the button and start to pour.
Button.
So turn on the button, the harp lights up. Now the key thing to get it smooth pour is to stay above the horizontal. See the way the can is above the horizontal. And this is just due to any liquid. If you allow it to glug as the can starts to empty, you'll get bubbles.
Yeah.
What we're doing as it's surging there is we're keeping it very smooth flow. So you can see no bubbles are forming whatsoever. It's just nice smooth flow. Top of the harp, very important for the first pour.
Top of the harp.
And then just stop, and you'll see this is timed to turn off in a second or two. We timed this to 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Which is enough. So top of the harp is where, and it settles now. We should get a 60-second settle. As I was saying to you earlier on, we measured every wave to make sure it settles in 60 seconds.
Beautiful.
And then you're ready to top up. Okay. The other thing I should show you is which was a first for Guinness, was Nitosurge won the Red Dot Design Award, which is Red Dot is one of the most prestigious design awards any company can get. So if you think about companies who are at the pinnacle of product design, this is what they're trying to win. And we entered Nitosurge and Microdraft. Nitosurge not only won a Red Dot, and won a second Red Dot for an Innovation Product Award. So something we're really, really proud of here, and a first for Guinness to ever win an award like that. Now, we're 60 seconds.
Look how
nice and settled.
Not
now,
a bubble in sight.
The key thing now is to get above the horizontal, right? So when I pour, leave it off, and I explain why, and you go above the horizontal, you get no bubbles because you fill the unit immediately. Nice dome.
Look at the dome.
Look at that.
There you go, right? Now, why don't you turn it on? If you imagine, right, when you're using a tap, you pull the handle all the way this way, right? I won't do it now because this is actually live. And it creates a surge settle. When you're topping up, you push it this way. When you push it away from you, you don't get as much gas breakout. You're getting a much gentler flow, and that's what this is mimicking. So when you do the top up, you leave it off so you don't create a surge. You do get a little bit of a secondary surge as it lands into the glass, which is the same as what happens in the pint. So that's why you leave it off. So, and that's why you get a beautiful dome. And I'm going to ask one of you guys, you want to try it?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to fight for this one, Sean.
Yeah, go on.
Well, you won the double bed last night, so I'll say
go on.
Look at that. First of all, we've got to do the classic tilt of the Nitrosurge.
Oh, I'm dribbling.
Oh, sorry, Sean.
Split the J, Charlie.
Right, well, this will be the best Nitrosurge I've ever had. It's been poured by the man himself who invented it, so here we go. Sláinte.
Cheers.
Cheers, Charlie.
Oh, it's smooth, it's creamy. I've gone past the G,
but
I couldn't stop.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. It's all over your tash as well.
It is, that's what you want,
How
isn't
much
it?
Guinness is actually lost on people's tashes? There
was a myth that it was in the hundreds of thousands.
There's a wall, when you go in and see the Academy bar now, there's a wall devoted to all the Guinness tashes. But you can see, to your question earlier on, does Nitosurge lace the glass? If the glass is clean, it absolutely will.
It certainly does.
But so that's the technique. It's fairly straightforward. The secret to it is leave it off for the top up, and make sure when you're pouring, make sure you've rinsed it beforehand, because even if you've left it, if you haven't put it in the box, you've left it in your drawer, which people do, any sort of little bits of dust that get on
straight
it,
in the box every time.
what that might do is it might create a little microsite within it, so when you're pouring you might get a gas breakout which will create the bubbles. So always rinse it before you use it, and rinse it after, like anything. So this actual Nitosurge is, if anyone has seen the TV ad that Jamie Dornan did, this is actually the unit from the TV ad. So I keep this one at home. I brought it up to pour for you guys today. say. So the only people who poured on this one are Jamie Dornan and myself.
Well,
The only people who've had a pint off it,
Yeah.
off this, are myself, Jamie Dornan, and now yourself.
Well, I feel honoured. Part of the club, sorry, Sean.
So the temperature you should be at 5-6 degrees. So if you imagine the unit's stored ambient, the glass is stored ambient. So if your fridge is at 4 degrees, you should get the right temperature when you serve.
I'm going to check my fridge as soon as I get home.
Feels like sometimes there's a slight excess, more than you need.
There is, yeah. So 558 is more than you need to fill a pint glass. And with any production, the 558 is plus or minus a very tiny tolerance. So what we wanted to make sure that every single can gave you a dome.
And some pubs they won't just get the extra hit for the dome. Whereas with that, it's lovely. At home, you can be like, right, I've just poured myself.
You create the dome, and that is why the 2-part pour is so important. Because if you pour with a single pour, you can't get the dome, because when you pour a single pour, you get that massive surge. When you create that massive surge, the head starts to rise. So if you do it as a single pour right to the rim of the glass, you will eventually tip over. Where with the 2-part pour, you get enough surge to create the head, and then with the second top up, you're gently lifting the head to get
bit
yourself
of surface
a dome,
tension on there too.
a dome.
Well, there you go then. Hashtag bring the dome home.